What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am here to bring you the latest video in my must-have must gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all this makeup knowledge. And lastly, but certainly not least, I always have all of the items listed and linked down below. Today's makeup look, I just haven't sat down honestly in a while now to put makeup on and actually record for you all. So I just wanted to get into kind of the thick of things, so I did not record this look. This is pretty much Project Pan and just testing new items, and I am almost done with the testing behind the scenes of the eyeshadow palettes. I think I have one more that I've already showcased on my channel that I just need to do at least a couple more looks with. So probably this week, as all things kind of go according to what I'm thinking, I will have at least 2 different roundups, and maybe even I will squeeze in my update for my project pans again this week as well. I've been trying to stick to kind of 3 videos a week, but who knows, it all depends on how I'm feeling every day to decide kind of how much I'm uploading right now. So all of that to say, I did not record this eye look, but if you want to know what's on my face, just check out down below. I will have everything listed down there. Now, as for things that I received this week, I didn't receive much because I haven't been buying a lot of makeup, but last week I did tell you guys that I was interested, I believe it was last week, in the new Lights Lacquer range, and so they were like this nudie range of nail polishes. So I did pick up 2, and I also did pick up the stickers because they were just really cute and they got me at this checkout. So I picked up 2 shades of the nail polishes. One was in Nora and the other one is in Emma, and I'll just show you guys the shades really quickly. They're both browns, of course. I think her whole nude range, both of them were browns. I can't remember honestly if both of these are from this latest range or not, but they definitely look to me different than what I thought they were gonna look like. I'm not mad at it, but they just definitely don't look as brown as I thought. This one definitely looks a lot more of a mustard, whereas this one looks like a rosy brown. So I actually have this one on my fingers today. Don't really like the application. I want to see if it was me, the time, whatever. So I'm going to be testing these out a little bit more, and I will do a roundup with these in a roundup later. Maybe even I'll be able to figure it out before I do my roundup for all of my cheap products and stuff, because I do want to kind of give you guys my full final thoughts when it comes to this nail polish brand, because yeah, other than that I haven't received anything else beauty wise, so we are just gonna go ahead and dive in. I do want to mention very quickly though that today is Saturday. It's about 8 p.m. so in the event that you're wondering why I didn't talk about one thing or another, it might just be the late hour. I am going to try my absolute best to upload this video on time tomorrow, which is typically Sunday at 6 a.m. So if it doesn't happen, it also might be just attributed because of how late the hour that I am starting this out. But that said, I'm just going to scoot over and we're going to get into it. And really quickly, I almost forgot, I got my plant. If you guys don't follow my vlogs, you wouldn't know that, but I do have my plant. She is still kind of getting used to me. I'm still getting used to her. I'm calling it a her. I don't really name my things. Like people name cars and people name plants. I don't really do that, but regardless, I'm really excited to have her, and I will be getting like some other things to kind of get her propped up because I do want her higher up in this background. So stay tuned. Like I said, this is going to be a process. It's going to be a process, not a sprint, but a journey for me to get this background kind of the way I would like it. Alrighty, so let's just go ahead and dive in, shall we? This is something that I saw on Motivate the Earth's page, and this is from in Slay Rain Cosmetics, I believe. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And this is their Leo palette. So this is a very neutral palette, very few mattes, and it's definitely predominantly a shimmer palette. I like the shades and I like the tones of the mattes, to be honest. I am not somebody who goes for predominantly shimmer palettes though. I definitely prefer more matte heavy than shimmer heavy, but overall it looks really pretty. And let me know if you guys are interested in picking her up. Sunday Fridays is coming out with another product, and it is their lip balm. This is going to be for $23. And you know, it looks nice. I have quite a few balms, and to date right now, my favorite lip balm formula, more in like the liquid balm formulation, is from Lunar Beauty. I really loved that balm. It is over there. It is one of my prized possessions when it comes to lip products. I really enjoy that. And yeah, so I'm not going to pick this up because I already have that, and I'm trying my absolute best not to buy something that I already kind of have a favorite of when I'm not overly interested in this new version of another type of product. Lime Crime seems to be coming out with a new kind of type of product, and this is an eyeshadow stick and brush set. So on one end you're gonna have like a cream shadow stick, and on the other you're gonna have a brush. As you guys know, I've been using a lot of cream shadow as bases lately, and I will be coming to you guys with some reviews on a bunch of those cream shadows very soon. And this looks interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. It's only $14, which is not bad, and they do have a matte yellow. So if they're still available through Ulta, then I may pick one up just in a random Ulta order, but I'm not gonna make an order just for that. There has to be something on my face. I keep rubbing it. Okay, next, House of Siage is coming out with a new lipstick collection. Now, I think I told you guys about this lipstick collection a little while ago now, right when it first came out, and I was really annoyed because I was interested in some of the colors, and I actually was like, maybe I'll pick it up. And then they were saying how you need to buy a bullet with the cartridge. So I actually saw somebody who got these in PR, and she was using them without the bullet because she didn't like without the bullet because she didn't like the design. So that makes me even more intrigued. Now, am I gonna spend the money on them? I don't know, but I also just like these bullets a lot more. So these are only $35 each, and they are a creamy melt on formula. It gives you like a matte finish on your lip, matte satin finish on your lips, and it looks cute. There are a couple of browns. One of those browns look like it'd be perfect for me. Who knows? I'm almost never on House of Siage's website, but if I happen to find myself there, maybe I will pick something up. So last week I talked about the fact that Huda Beauty and Kylie were coming out with a kind of collaboration, if you will, and I believed at the time we only talked about the perfume, because I think that was the only thing that we really knew was out and about. Now we see there are some more products. They have come out with an eyeshadow palette. They've also come out with 2 blushes, and they've come out with a mascara, a liner, and an atomizer as well. So I didn't actually even know they had blushes in this collection, which is very interesting. I don't think the blushes have come to Sephora, which is why a lot of people have not talked about them. There is an orangey corally shade which has my name written all over it. And honestly, I'm actually more interested in the perfume than I thought I was going to be. I've heard a lot of reviews, and a lot of people have been comparing it to Tom Ford's what is his cherry perfume? I don't remember the name of it, but basically people have been saying that they would actually pick this one over that one, and that has me extremely intrigued. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'm very comfortable not buying it right now, but I may have this in the back of my head to pick up maybe in the future. I know Huda Beauty does do holiday sales quite nicely, and I'm getting into the point of the year now where I can just sit and wait until the sale comes, and then I'll pick her up. So I may pick this up now, I may pick this up later. I don't really know. I don't think I said, but they're actually cream blushes, and they are $39 each. And the perfume comes in 3 different sizes, and it is something to note that one of the sizes that used to be like the small version of the actual perfume bottle is not currently available at Sephora. In the event that you are like me and you kind of weirdly collect those, that version is not available, but the pocket size or travel friendly size is. So just word to the wise, in the event that you care, let's keep going. So as of right now, the Macy's 50% off 10 days of glam is going on, and I just wanted to make this apparent in the event that you're somebody who really pays attention to this. I don't really buy a lot from Macy's personally, and so I don't feel an extra incentive to really pick anything up from this collection or from this sale, nor do I see anything that is really jaw-dropping to me. All this kind of looks boring old stuff, so for me, easy pass. But the event that you care, I wanted to make sure you knew. Retro Anime Makeup is coming out with some new lip masks, and I just wanted to showcase these. This is the first time I'd ever come across this brand, so a very new indie brand to me, and these look cute. Do I need another lip mask? No, I actually have a Laneige lip mask in a project pan, and I still have yet to update you guys on that. I really need to get on that one. So for me, I'm good. These look cute. I don't know how nourishing and how nice they're going to be, and for me that's really important when it comes to a lip mask. I really put that on at night to ensure that my lips aren't peeling off during the day. And I don't know if it's just the anime aspect to it, or I don't really know what it is about this, but it just doesn't feel or look like it's going to be super moisturizing. So for me, I'm going to pass, but it's a new indie brand which I really love, and hopefully there's something maybe in the future that I'll be intrigued with. I did just go ahead and follow them. So we got our warning that apparently the Ulta Beauty Diamond and Platinum Rewards perk situation is coming up very, very soon. This seems like something that happened before and people are like excited about it. I genuinely don't remember if this happened last year, but honestly this time last year, I don't think I was really paying attention to beauty as much as I am this year. So that is that. Either way though, basically during that time, depending on your tier, you get 5 times or 10 times the points on your orders. And so a lot of people will rack up a lot of their orders in buying perfumes that they were interested in. And there are quite a few perfumes that I'm interested in. Last week I showed you guys a vlog of me shopping, and I sniffed the new Marc Jacobs perfume. I really liked that one. I would love to pick that up along with a couple others. So I am definitely going to be paying attention to when this drops. Apparently it historically happens sometime around August and September. So I am extremely excited. I always like to rack up my points now so that during my birthday month, which is December, I can kind of blow them if I want. So very, very excited to see what happens, and hopefully I have the money to pick up a couple of really good items. Smashbox has come out with some always on shimmer cream shadows, and these are interesting. I believe sometime ago they came out with a matte version of these shadows, and now they're just coming out with a shimmery version. I'm not gonna lie, that like bronzy one looks like a beautiful kind of one shadow eye look situation, and even that gray one looks really, really pretty. I would love to see if these are available in my local Ulta so I can swatch them, see if I actually think I would get some use out of them. These are $25 each, so it's not a cheap amount, and I have been picking up quite a few eyeshadow cream products, so I do kind of want to be careful that I don't just like oversaturate my collection in this category, because I am interested in it, but I also want to make sure I'm actually using the products. So we'll see. It's going to take a couple more weeks for me to have a full weekend off. Well, actually, this weekend I have a full weekend off. So we'll see. I may look into Ulta to see if it's available. I may go to a Sephora for once to see if it's available there. Let me know if you've tried the matte version of this and you are interested in these. Let me know anything and everything. I am definitely interested to hear from you all. Fenty has come out with a product to go with her Ease Drop foundation, and this is the Ease Drop Enhancer. So there are 4 different shades. They're $34 each, and I think this is really smart. A lot of people really enjoy her Ease Drop formula. I feel like her other 2 base foundations are kind of hit or miss depending on the person, but I feel like her Ease Drop just overall pretty much was well received. Now for me, I've not tried it, and I just realized that like I picked up quite a few new foundations lately. I think I recalculated, and I'm somewhere around 7 or 8. So I think I'm good for right now. I don't need any form of like foundation top products, and these types of enhancers I already have, I want to say now 2, and I don't need any more. So I'm happy with what I have, but in the event that you really like the Ease Drop foundation, or you're interested and you've not tried it, maybe this is something that you can kind of get a look at. About Face came out with some cream cheek products, and I was really interested, so interested. And then I saw an influencer who is darker than me actually swatching them on their face with their hands, and I saw no pigment. I don't know what was going on. I'm confused though. I was very confused, and I was like very like, I don't know if I should spend my money. So this is going to be up to you guys if you really want to see me review these products, because I did pretty much do a full face already from this brand. And if I do pick them up, I'm going to wait to see if they come into Ulta. That would be a helpful manner. Maybe I'll get that and whatever the other product I said earlier I would pick up if it was available at Ulta. Oh, the Lime Crime product. So let me know if you are interested, and let's see how expensive they are. They're $18 each, which is not very expensive at all. So I could definitely see me at least picking up one of them. I know there is quite a nice range as well. So definitely give me guys your opinion. I would love to hear. ColourPop is coming out with some graphic liners, and these are like the ones that have the gel pot in it. I don't like this type of packaging. It's just not the packaging that works for me. So this is a super easy pass, not even just because it's ColourPop, but just because of the packaging. Unearthly has released another new palette, and this is their Vitality palette, and it should be available by the time you guys are watching this video. I think there's a nice range in the shade depth, but also the fact that they have both shimmers and mattes. That said, I think this is going to be an easy pass for me. If this had been a little bit more curated, I love that like second to top row. I think that rose mattes are beautiful, and I think some of the other mattes are really nice as well. But just overall, when I look at the whole palette, I don't feel a lot of inspiration, but when I look at certain clumps of colors, then I'm inspired, which is weird, I know. But for me, I don't necessarily want to pick this up. I am doing really good, I feel, when it comes to the lack of purchasing of new eyeshadow palettes. This past week, I don't think I picked any up. I was honestly expecting to have received 1 or 2 of the palettes that I pre-ordered, and they're on their way. I just haven't received them. So I'm just very happy that I'm taking a chill pill on the ordering of palettes. I think I have 3 on their way literally to me right now, and that's a lot. It's gonna feel overwhelming when they come, so I'm good right now. But I would love to hear if you're interested in this palette. And I feel like Unearthly also came out. Did I talk about their cream highlighters with you all? I don't actually remember, but I know they came out with that, and I know they also came out with cream liners, like for your eyes or just kind of decoration as well. They come out with a lot of like very small releases, and so it's kind of hard to keep up with the brand. But definitely let me know if there's 1 or 2 releases that you're really interested in. I am enjoying their products that I have picked up, and so I wouldn't be opposed to maybe making another order later on. But right now I think I'm good on, honestly, the amount of eyeshadow palettes that are coming in. I'm really excited for the 3 that are on their way, and I really just kind of want to wait, maybe make some more dents in my Project Pan eyeshadow palettes. That way when I get those, I can feel like I can actually use them without feeling like this weird amount of guilt. Ariana Grande is coming out with body care to go along with her perfumes, and I don't know if you guys know, but I actually do have one of her perfumes, and it is Cloud 2. I really like that scent. I thought that it was nice. I also didn't hate the R.E.M scent. I thought that was really good as well, and I would pick that up, like maybe if there's like a really good deal on it or something. But I don't believe I enjoyed A God Is a Woman. No disrespect on the scent, but I just don't remember actively being like, ooh, this would be something that I would pick up, you know. But regardless, as of right now, this is the only scent that they came out with 3 new formulas. So one is the body scrub, then there's the body lotion, and then there's the body oil. For me, as of right now, maybe I would pick up the body scrub, and that is a very strong maybe. The other two, probably not, but I'm definitely going to try and see if my local Ulta has it. My local Ulta has been very sketchy when it comes to these new releases. They have them in the back, but they're not actually on the floor. And so I don't know if it would be available for me to actually like see, smell, touch without having to pick it up like I had to do more recently with the two Hemp's lotions that I picked up in my last vlog. But I may have the time this weekend, who knows, to actually just see if I can still kind of get my nose on it, get my hands on it, and at the worst I can return it. I would hope that I don't have to do that, and we'll see if I'm feeling in the mood to do that even in the moment. But I'm definitely going to see if I could at least find this product. So Sugar Drizzle is sneak peeking a new product, and this is their Meant to Be eyeshadow palette, and this has Nikki Raven's name written all over. If you did not know her or follow her, she is very much into bees. She has tattoos of bees. She has bees all in her background. So I'm excited to see if she actually talked about this. I know she did her new makeup releases a couple of days ago. I just haven't had the time to watch it, but regardless though, I think a lot of people are really into this brand. There is unfortunately only one matte in this palette, and for it to be a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, for me I would need at least 3 mattes. So this is a super easy pass for me, but in the event that you think this is cute and you are interested, it is releasing on August 20th, and as of right now there is no price. Sydney Grace is doing another collaboration, and it looks like they're collaborating with Tropi Color. If I remember correctly, that is actually a nail polish brand. I may be wrong, but I do definitely believe that that is an eyeshadow or nail polish brand. We don't know much else. That's literally the last thing that they posted on their page. So very excited to see more information, and if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me down below. Dr. Jarts is also seeming to put their toes into the makeup world. I believe this brand started off as just a skincare range, and I think a lot of people really enjoy their skincare. I don't distinctly remember actually buying any of the skincare. I may have gone through a sample or two, but I can't remember buying anything, so I don't really have any real opinions at all when it comes to the brand. But they are now coming out, like I said, with this BB cream, and it is their tinted moisturizer with niacinamide and SPF 40. I really love niacinamide, so that is very intriguing. And SPF 40, that's not a bad amount of SPF. I would love to see if there's any flashback or anything like that. Very intriguing. It is $44 though, unfortunately. Regardless though, this is buildable coverage with a natural finish in 4 flexible shades. That is a weak shade range. 4 shades, buildable coverage, so that has to be light coverage at the max, because if you're gonna, no, this is an easy pass. Easy pass. I was hoping I saw the 4 before, but I was truly hoping that like it expanded when I saw the shade range of people that they were displaying, but now no, I'm going to pass. Essence is coming out with a new product, and this is a primer that changes textures. So it is a gel-like texture at room temperature, but in the freezing temperature it has like a sorbet consistency, and this is for a fresh kick in your cleansed face, I guess. And I guess for me, I'm just wondering, like, what is the purpose of the freezing aspect? Like, are you supposed to freeze it and then kind of like put it on your face, and it's supposed to kind of thaw to room temperature? I'm very confused, to be honest. So yeah, this is gonna be a pass. This is gonna be a pass for me. So She Glam has released their Welcome to Our Playground collection. I want to say that I talked about this last week, but I don't think I had nearly as much information. So let's just get into it very quickly. They have a water activated eyeshadow palette for $6. They have multifunctioning color sticks for $4.99. They have a slip and slide gloss for $4.49, and then they have a Your It brush set for $6.99. Now, if you did not know, this brand is actually Shein's makeup brand, so it is a Chinese based makeup brand, and I think this is okay. Nothing that I'm really running to get, and because I don't necessarily want to support Shein because they are a fast fashion brand, I don't think I'm going to support their makeup brand either. So this is a new brand as well for me, and this is Peri Pera and Choi Gozim. I'm sorry, I know I butchered that, but this is a collaboration between the brand and this IP, and basically these are sunshine cheek products, so like two kind of blushy products, two tints, a palette, liners, and mascara. Now this is, I believe, a Asian based brand that is collaborating with that IP, and so their demographic that they are making these products for are nowhere near my complexion. They aren't. So I'm not going to play myself. I know these aren't going to work for me, specifically at least those cheek products in that eyeshadow palette, maybe the lip products, but I'm also not very into this IP to feel that need to really pick that up either. So I am just going to go ahead and pass on that whole kit and caboodle. Milk Makeup has come out with some infinity long wear eyeliners. I know Mel Thompson loved the Milk liners, and I want to say I have one or two, and I actually thought they were a nice quality as well. So I definitely think that these are probably good as well. There are only 3 shades, the 3 kind of solid shades. You get black, brown, and blue. It makes perfect sense to start off with that. It is cool or whatever. $22. I'm gonna go ahead and pass though. We have another kind of shimmer based palette, and this is from Gourmand Girls Cosmetics. This is their Eternal palette, and like I said, this is a full-on shimmer palette. For me, those palettes get absolutely no use in my collection. They really don't. There's some that I'm just not ready to get rid of, and so they're still with me, but in the grand scheme of things, they just don't get any use for me. So this is an easy pass for me, but in the event that you're interested, there you go. Next, from Tarte, they're coming out with a Modern Eyes Shadow Smudge Liner Duo. So basically on one side you get your liner, and on the other side I'm assuming you just get like a smudger, although the smudger looks to be more than just a sponge tip. It looks to actually give you some color to it, which is interesting. This isn't a product that I think I'm going to get any additional use out of. I think I could definitely get this application or this kind of concept with my normal liners, and so I'm just going to go with that. But for those who really maybe have difficulty smudging their eyeliners, this may be something to be of benefit to you. So Glow by Auric, which is Samantha Ravindal's brand, is coming out with lashes, and not only just any lashes. She's coming out with lashes in a couple of days, and in each compact you get a half lash and a full lash of like each style. I'm very intrigued. I have enjoyed the one product that I picked up from her brand so far, which was kind of that like glowy primer tinted moisturizer kind of base situation. I've enjoyed it. I don't use it every day. That's just not my style, but I do like the product, and it is a very solid product. So I am very intrigued on this. So far we have seen 3 different styles. And so the first style is Clouded. It is an everyday fit style. I don't think that's for me. Then the next one is Glass Wing, and it is the effortless polished lash. I kind of like it, but I'm not too intrigued. I think so far the one that I like the most is Viseart. I don't really know how to say that, but this one has the most drama, and honestly it looks the most like my Miami lashes. And if you guys don't know anything about me, since I've been into lashes, these Miami lashes have been fire. I have been loving them galore. So I think those are going to be the pair that I picked up. This Viseart, like I said, and very excited. These are going to be $30. So I'm excited. I'm so excited for those, and I would love to like maybe see if I can get one of her eye duos. That is then would be the only other product that I haven't tried from the brand, and I would love to kind of like slowly get something from her brand. I really enjoy Samantha Ravndal. I don't watch all of her videos, but the ones that I do watch I think are hilarious. I really like how down to earth she is, and although she is high in the numbers, I still think that she is able to keep up her content and stay relatable to me, which I truly admire and am very happy about. So Sephora has showcased that they are coming out with a virtual Sephora, and I am very, very excited about this. So this is going to be the biggest virtual beauty event of the year. So this is happening September 18th of this year from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And basically it's going to be kind of a virtual 3D game-like environment thing. And so basically you get access to exclusive products and brands within an exciting virtual 3D environment, interactive with some of the most loved brands, beauty icon pop-ups, plus other surprise guests. Explore Sephora's values and inclusive approach to beauty, play virtual games and earn beauty insider points, gain access to Sephora's first ever free NFT, a digital collectible to surprise and delight, and there are also some other kit and caboodle. So registration is already available, and there are two different types of kind of registrations that you can do. So one is the selfie standout, which I guess is $50, and it includes the registration to the virtual. It includes access to all Sephora's content. It also includes full-size products from a variety of brands, travel size products, and a bunch of samples. And there's also the Beauty Bestie as well, which looks to be pretty much the same thing. I think the biggest difference is just the brands that you get products from. So I'm very, very excited. I definitely am going to try to subscribe or kind of get a order with this. I don't really know. I'm going to buy a registration. I'm going to try my best to register for this. I'm very, very excited. It is virtual, and like I said, it's on September 18th, and let's see, that is a Sunday, so that's not too bad. I'm excited. Are you going to join? I'm going to join. Let's join and meet. Can you do that? Can you meet people virtually through this? I'm just very excited. I love the virtual aspect, and things are going to be changing. So at that point, I'll actually be able to attend, and I'm excited, guys. Did I say that? Because I am. So Prada has now released their first fragrance, and it is one scent with a refillable bottle. And so the top notes are Calabrian Bergamot Heart, Tangerine Essence, Pear Accord. Middle notes is Neroli Essence and Neroli Bud Essence, Tunisian Orange Flower Heart, Absolute Blossom, Jasmine Sambac Absolute, and the base notes are Amber Accord, some benzoin resin, Madagascar Premium Bourbon Vanilla Infusion, White Musk Accord, and there are bottles in a couple of different sizes: 30 ml, 50 ml, 90 ml, and 100 ml. This is going to be available on the website on August 26th. This sounds like a really good scent. Like, there are a lot of really buzz notes that I have heard from this description that I'm very, very intrigued from. I wonder if this is going to be available on like a Sephora or an Ulta. I don't really know. As of right now, to my knowledge, Prada is not distributed through either, but then again, they're just now coming out with a beauty range. So extremely excited to see what happens with this product and where it's launched. Depending on where it's launched, I may go ahead and get my nose on it, if not pick one up. Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with an Airbrush setting powder, and there's only one shade revealed, and this is a transparent shade. So there is no launch date, no price available, but it just has this airbrush packaging. People are up in arms about it. I think I tried a sample of one of her powders before, and I thought it was okay, but I would love to hear if Charlotte Tilbury has your favorite powder range, and if it is, let me know which one is your favorite, because I know she has a couple of different powders, both pressed and loosed. Nomad Cosmetics has now sneak peeking yet another new eyeshadow palette, and this one there's only going to be 5 clues because I guess it is coming out very, very soon. Actually, the reveal of the destination is coming out on August 19th. The color story full is launching on the 20th, and then the actual launch date is the 23rd. So they are going to be really churning out these clues. The first clue is we are traveling 2,500 miles away to get to our next destination. There are 2 winners, and you can only guess once per clue. So that's very interesting. I need to type away to see where they could potentially go. But I'm excited. I hope that this is a palette that I'm actually interested in. I hope the color scheme is really screaming to me. As of right now, we see some really, really pretty greens. I think these greens are beautiful. And yeah, I'm excited to see some more stuff. Melt Cosmetics has now showed to us that they are coming out with a bronzer range, and they're coming out with 4 different shades, and this is a powder to cream matte formula. Shouldn't it be cream to powder? Is that a typo? Well, it's some form of changing formulation, but overall it is a matte finish. $39. I think the packaging looks really, really nice. I think I could get some use out of that last one. I am a bit perturbed because I would have preferred to just put this in my package that I just ordered from them. So yeah, either way though, I'm intrigued. I don't know if I'm intrigued enough to pick it up from their website because they do have a minimum threshold, and I would prefer not to pay shipping. But maybe what I'll do is order this through Sephora because they do release a lot of Melt's latest and newest launches. It looks like Tom Ford is coming out with some new products, and this is his white suede collection. So there is a new eye and cheek palette, there are some new lip stains, and there is a new cushion foundation packaging. I think this all looks cute. I don't have the money to be buying Tom Ford makeup, although I can justify buying his perfume. So that's how I feel. And also the color scheme in this is just not intriguing. So this is going to be easy pass for me. Although to me, this is definitely screaming more like winter, fall. So maybe they are just launching stuff a wee bit earlier than I honestly am ready for. Although I am ready for Halloween. But I'm ready for Halloween year round, so there's that. Besame is coming out with some new products, and these are their classic shadow duos. So this is a split pan eyeshadow duo with the shades that are based on cosmetic colors that date back to more than 100 years. These are buildable and easy to blend 2 finishes, a matte and a shimmer, and these are the classic shades that Besame launched, I guess, in the beginning. They're $24 each, and I kind of chuckled because Besame is not known for having the best eyeshadow quality, so it is intriguing that they are coming out with the duos that are so expensive. So I'm gonna pass. I don't have it in me to spend that type of money. I think this is the last thing. Yeah, it is, and it's the fact that Tarte has a kind of miracle 6-piece collector set on QVC available, where they have one of their blush duos, they have an eyeshadow palette, they have lip glosses, a brush, and a mascara. Like I said, all for $59. I think that's cool. I've never ordered from QVC. Have you ordered from there? I would love to know what your experience was. I've just never been that person, and I feel like because I don't see what's on there, I just never know if there's something that I really want to you know, experience or whatever. But yeah, those are all of the things. I feel like I was really good this week again, and I don't think there's gonna be much, if any, makeup that I really pick up. Oh, I missed something. I completely missed it. I don't know how I missed it when I was scrolling. So let me slide over one more time. So this is actually from Merit Beauty. So this is their Bronze Balm Sheer Sculpting Bronzer. So a lot going on there. It is sculpting bronzer though, so keep that in mind. And this is a sheer buildable bronzer to add a wash of natural looking warmth and depth. It is lightweight with a cream formula. It has an oval shape that makes it easy to apply with precise strokes. It is $30 and there are 5 shades. To my knowledge, the brand is not sending this to me, and I have in the past gotten PR from them. From looking at the shades, the only one that would do something for me would be Monarch. I don't know if I'm actually going to pick this up though. Based on the description being sheer, I don't think that's something that I would get a lot of use out of, but maybe in a more natural day, maybe I would. Who knows? I know Merit is available at Sephora, so maybe this would be something that I would get some use out of. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know. I would love to hear if you're interested in seeing me put it on, and hopefully I get the right shade, because you know, lately I've been the actual best at finding shades. So especially with bronzer products, I don't know what it has been lately, but for me, as of right now, there are a couple things that I'm interested in. I am interested in those Auric lashes. I am interested in that Prada perfume. I am interested in the Merit bronzing stick, the About Face product, and the Huda Beauty product. Those are pretty much all of the things I'm interested in, and none of them are something that I like have to get right now, which is always good. That means that your girl can like sit back, continue to enjoy the products that I'm using, continue to enjoy the products that I've already picked up, and be excited for the couple of things that are actually on their way to me, because I cannot wait for those 3 products. I have the one product from Adapt Cosmetics, which is their Amunet palette. Mine did ship already. I also had my Nearly Natural palette from Glaminatrix ship, and then my Merit, then my Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. Gemini? No. Muerte, my Muerte palette. All 3 of those have shipped and they're all on their way to me. Very excited. I also have things for changing up this room, changing up a little bit in my bathroom, all shipping to me. So I'm very excited about all of this. And so like I said, makeup's taking a bit of a background, but that's okay. I'm still enjoying, I'm still having fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think my next video is going to be going up on Wednesday, and I think it may be a roundup and ranking, or it's going to be a Project Pan update. I'm not really sure yet, but either way, I'm very excited for it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. I would love it if you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, bye guys.